Bright QT. Every student matters.
Right? So carbon can exist with the same chemical formula. It can also exist with different structures, and those structures are called as isomers. So isomers are different structural forms of the same chemical form of carbon atoms. Specifically, we'll be talking about hydrocarbons right now. Right? So we understood that butane can exist in a straight form. Right? This is called as N-butane. It can also exist in form of a branch. Now let's count the number of carbon and hydrogen atoms just so you are sure that this will not change the chemical number of atoms in the element, in the compound. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4. C is 4, H is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So H is 10. Here carbon is 1, 2, 3, 4. H is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one is called as isobutane. These are the two structural different forms of carbon of butane. One is called as N-butane, one is called as isobutane. They're both butane, they both have the same number of carbon atoms, both have the same number of hydrogen atoms, but they're different in their structures, and that does play some role, and that is why that is what we study when we study isomers, right? So the chemical composition here remains same, but the structure looks different. And it will be expressed in the name. When we do the final IUPAC naming of carbon compounds, you'll be able to understand how to tell a branch structure from a plain chain structure. Let's try and understand. Let's try and understand another alkene, which is pentane. So pentane's formula you know is C5H 2n plus 2, right? So 10 plus 2, 12, right? That is pentane. Now the basic line structure can be C, 5 carbon atoms attached to each other. The remaining valencies will be filled with hydrogen. Right? This is the most common form, and this is called as N-pentane. The second form that can exist is when there is a branch. C1, 2, 3, 4, and you put a branch here. If I had put it here, it would still if I put it here, it would still remain the same, because then I would be counting from this side. It will still be the second element, and here also it's the second carbon, so it doesn't make much difference. It is the same element. It's just that it is reversed while seeing, and that won't count for an isomer. So when there's a branch in the second carbon, it has 2H, it has 3H, it has 1H, right? So this type of pentane is called as isopentane, right? There's a third type that is possible with pentane. That there are two branches on the middle carbon. Right? This also has the same chemical formula of C5H12, and this one is called as neopentane. So pentane has three different forms of isomer. One is N-pentane, one is isopentane, and one is neopentane. In N-pentane, it's a straight long chain. In isopentane, there's a branch on the second carbon atom, and actually this would be H3. And in the third form, neopentane, there are two branches on the middle chain of carbon.